Hello everyone. My name is Franklyne Abung'ana. Welcome to my online tutorials, where I give you the insight on emerging technological issues affecting matters in education. Subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss out on my upcoming tutorials. Subscription is free. You won't be charged anything. Instead, you will be notified whenever I upload a new video. Welcome and keep on learning.
Hi, my name is Franklyne Abung'ana. Welcome to my online tutorial. Today, I'm going to show you how to register candidates for KCPE or KCSE on KNEC Portal. Welcome. Now, before you begin this process, make sure you have the following information in advance. Number 1, the learner's random number. Number 2, the names of the learner, the way they appear in the birth certificate. Number 3, the birth certificate number, gender, year of birth, and selection of schools. Under selection of schools, we have 4 national schools represented by C1, C2, C3, and C4. The second category of schools selection, we have extra county schools. We have extra county 1, extra county 2, and extra county school number 3. The third category under selection of schools, we have what you call county schools. We have county school number 1 and county school number 2. The last category, we have sub-county schools. Sub-county school number 1 and number 2 respectively. Once you have all this information, you can now kickstart the process of registering learner for KCPE or KCSE. Now, I'm already on the KNEC examination processing system. If you don't know how to log in, just search KNEC Portal, and then from the results, select the first option. You'll be taken to my current window. Now you can see on my left we have primary school, that is KCPE. On my right we have secondary school, that is for KCSE. The first tab is for candidate registration on both sides. This one is for secondary candidate registration. Now I will illustrate, or rather show you, on how to register candidates for KCPE. So step number 1, click on candidate registration. Now you'll be taken to the login page or window. If you want a PDF or you want to print a hard copy for schools, just come to this tab and download the schools. Next, log in using the school login credentials. The first option, you key in the school examination number or the center code. Next, you now type in the password and then click on login. Now you'll be taken to this page whereby we have 2 options. We have register candidates and we have an option for confirm registration. This is where you indicate the nominal role to confirm registration of the learners. Now you want to register candidates, so we'll move to task, whereby we shall click on the drop down. Now from the tab that appears, we have enter new candidates or candidate. The second one, edit existing candidate. So here you can edit a learner who has already been registered to correct the registration details. So we shall enter a new candidate. Click on this tab. Now, once you have clicked on that tab, the next step is for you to click on continue. Click on continue. You'll be taken to this page. Now you can see the first step, you need to enter a random number just after the school center code. So I'll key in the random number. They are usually 3-digit numbers. Next, you type in the name of the candidate. Type in the name of the candidate. I prefer it in capital letters. Next, you now type in birth certificate number of the learner. They are normally 10 digits. Next, we have the paper to sit for. This one affects religious education. So for my learners, is CRA or Christian Religious Education. Select CRA. Next, we have gender. I'll select either male or female. This one is a boy, so I'll select male. Once you have done that, give it time to load schools according to gender. Remember, national schools, extra county schools and county schools, most of them are boarding schools, and we don't have option for both genders. We either have girls or boys schools, so it takes time to load the schools. Now it has already loaded schools. I will now enter in the birth year of the learner. Next, I'll select status, either a Kenyan citizen or non-citizen. This one is a citizen. Of course, a citizen by right or by birth. Next, we shall now move to selection of schools. Step number 1, we start with the national schools. So we have National School 1. This one, from the list, you select schools that have C1, a prefix of C1. If you select either way, the system won't accept to register the learner. So I look for the school. So this is the school the learner has chosen. I will select C1 for National School number 1. Next, I will move to National School number 2. Those are schools that have a prefix C2. So this is C2. And my learner has selected that school. National School number 3. We have schools that have a prefix C3. C3. So my learner has selected that school. We have C4 or National School number 4. These are schools with the prefix C4. My learner has selected that school. Now we are done with the national schools. Next, we move to extra county schools. There are 3 of them. The first category, they are schools that have C1. So my learner has selected this school. Extra county school number 2. I'll select from the list. So my learner has selected this school. And then the third extra county school, they are schools with a prefix C3. Extra county school number 3. I'll scroll until I get to C3. My learner has selected that school. The second last task is for us to select the county schools. So there are schools under county. School number 1. My learner has selected that school. Then we have county school number 2. My learner has selected this school. And then finally, we have sub-county schools. Now the problem with the last 2 schools is that the system loads all the sub-county schools in the country. Now I've seen that process to be so tedious. I think KNEC should come up with a way in that we can search for sub-county schools. It takes a lot of time for you to find the school. Now I click on select. It also takes time to load because there are so many. So my learner has selected that school, and then finally we have the second sub-county schools or sub-county school number 2. I have a problem with the last 2 tabs. It takes long to load. Now my learner has selected this school as sub-county school number 2. So I'll click on it. Once done, click the submit button. Now you can see it has been submitted successfully. When you go to the nominal roll, you should be in a position to see the learner having been registered. Now, to register the next candidate, just key in the random number and repeat the process.
I hope you have learned something from this tutorial. If so, give this video a big thumbs up, comment, and share. Above all, subscribe to my channel and hit that bell on so that you don't miss out on my upcoming uploads. Thank you for